hi everybody who will be joining us for the replay. 'Cause there's nobody here yet.
Right. Hello, hello, hello. And
I'll do
you
my
know what? One thing that I think that we probably should do is also say who we are. Like it's your channel, so they know you're the Crochet.
I was about to do that. I said I'll do my intro.
Okay,
Say,
okay. I'm so sorry.
hey guys, cut is the Crochet Witch. How are you guys doing? This is Courtney from Cyberfox Studios.
Hello. I'm like, we assume people know who we are.
Yeah, episode 7. I mean, some people will know who we are, right? Probably not.
Right, right.
I mean, some people will. Some folks will.
Okay. Get my project, try to figure out where I need to be joining on and what I need to be doing. Been a while on this one.
I should probably pull up the live so on my computer and not put it on the other screen because Maverick will be like, no.
I know it's because he's like who's that stranger? It's me. I'm the problem. I'm the problem. I'm always the problem.
Nah, you're not the problem.
I think so because he's probably like intruder in the house. He doesn't know who I am. And it looks like I'm suddenly sitting there, like right there by you. So he's gonna protect you. That's what I think's going on.
He's a good protector. He's a good baby. Here we go. Oh, hi, we do have folks in here.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hi, Kay. Hi, MDO.
Hi, Michael. Hi, Kevin. Hi, Panda.
Hi, Panda.
Yes, it's Sunday. I think it's already Monday now where we're at. It's Monday
Officially,
for us. How are y'all doing tonight? Thank you so much for coming in.
did you bring something to work on tonight? If so, what is it? Tell us
Mm-hmm.
everything.
I'll show. I'll show. So I am working on this sweater in bad lighting. And it's mosaic. I showed it in my sweater video. It's just something I'm making. I'm not filming it, but I'm filming this type. So I'm gonna try to get it done. So when I put out my tutorial, I can show like how you can, do it either way. But yeah, I'm trying to figure out where I left off.
It's pretty blue.
Thank you, thank you. It's just the top half of the sweater right now. So I am working over here on this side. And that when I fold it, that's the sleeve right here. And then this is the top half of the body. So I'm going to be joining on down here and doing something else on the bottom. So it'll be a different pattern on the bottom.
Yeah, I have to have the screen over here. If you guys didn't hear me, why I'm looking all weird in a different direction to read your chat, it's because we figured out that was Maverick's problem last time we did the live.
He doesn't want me in the room. And Michael says that he's doing good, just working on a pattern for Tunisian wrap. Ooh.
Oh, and
And
Panda's looking
Tunisian
crap.
shirt from Bag a Day. And chat's moving. You got the panels done and blocked, and you just got to stitch it up. Nice. So you're almost done with that.
Hi, Christina. She's
Hi,
working on a
Christina.
granny square tree skirt. That's cool. I made one of those. I really like the way those come out. Kay's working on a
Stranger Summer
summer stick.
Project. Okay.
I'm dying to see it.
Only thing that would make this any better is if they would be able in the chat to post a picture of what they're working on, like put a picture up so we can see it. That, but I feel like that in the comments too on our videos, you know. I feel like it would be so much better if people could post a picture.
Like back in the day, they used to post video replies, right, on YouTube. Do you remember
Yeah,
that?
yep. Way back in the day.
I was thinking about that the other day for some reason. I was like, can you even still do that? I don't think so.
No, I mean you can like sample content, I guess.
You can't really even post links unless the person allows you to or whatever on their page.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I mean, there's a way to like the fair use. It's tiny little snippets or something, you know. I mean, I don't ever do it, so I don't try to understand it too much. I'm like, there's no space in my brain for this information. I'm not going to use it myself.
yes, yes, please, Panda. I would like to see that. That he'll tag us in it on his community page.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, 100%, yes. And I will go and look at it after the live, or whenever
Really,
you put it up. No pressure.
because he's working on a graph yet. Like I love. I've only done like one little mini kind of Grafkin, so I love looking at other people's and knowing how much work they put into that.
Right. Speaking of Grafgans, so my daughter that crochets, she sent me a picture of a pattern that she's going to start working on, and it is a Grafgan, and she's like, "What are bobbins?" But she's gonna do that, and it's a plankton. It's something with plankton from SpongeBob. It's like a little. The squares are like 18 inches by 16 inches, so it's like wall hanging size. So she's gonna make that. So that's gonna be her very first one.
Ooh.
Tunisian Grafcans. Yes, yes. Y'all know I like anything with shapes. So I'm
I
digging
made
through my yarn stash because I'm gonna send yarn with her dad. He's going up there, so I'm gonna send yarn. He doesn't know this yet, but there's gonna be like a trunk or a bag full of yarn, and I'm gonna pull some of the colors that she's wanting from what I have and send that so that
all
she
I
can
need
make it.
to know here. Put this in the trunk. Put this in the back of the truck. Please deliver this.
He's gonna be like, "What?" I mean, she's moving in to a new place, so it's the perfect time. you know, bring it into the new place. She can find a spot for it. Hopefully, use it. But that'll get down some of my yarn that I'm trying to downsize on.
Ooh, the mystery unravels. Kay's Stranger Summer project is a Grafkin.
Oh,
Wait to see it.
nice, nice. Now, did you design it? Is it one that you found out there? Right, Michael. Pass the stash along. Yes, pass the stash along. And I told him again, I'm like, I need that tote from up in the storage loft. I need that tote. There's a bunch of Hobby Lobby yarn in there from past clearance. Like I haven't gone in the last couple of years, but I went, the 2 previous years. And for
Mhm.
$100, you can get so much yarn, and I have so much yarn stashed away. And I'm like, I need to go through that.
Did you? So you did not end up going this year, huh?
No,
Yeah. Okay.
truck was
Oh,
still down anyway. I didn't get to take my nephew because my truck was down. My husband was working on it. So for real, so we didn't go. By the time I just now got it where I can drive it to Jacksonville. It's all done.
hi, Crafty Gypsy.
All right. I'll have to get you to like tell me um that later what pattern you're working on, Kaylin, so I can get a copy. I think she might would like it.
Saskatchewan again. Like
I know,
I don't even say her name when she just comes in. I'm like Saskatchewan.
right? Hey, it's a fun name to say.
It is. It is.
It is. I like to say it too. That's what I usually do. I'm like, Saskatchewan. Why do we throw our arms up? Is that an American thing? There's something wrong with us.
Yeah, I think it's us. I think it's us.
We must do it.
It's like a big reveal or something. So it's Saskatchewan.
You got the fancy name. We like it.
Stuff when I get excited. I'm sure that's part of my problem with it, but
Right.
it's
Yeah,
the
we
arm of.
oh, thank you so much, Panda. We are so glad you guys are here.
Call me D. I know my name is hard. Is it? It's Donine. Is that right? Did I get it right? Donine.
That's how I was gonna say it too.
Like I stumbled over it, but if I was right, I'll be amazed. First of all, because I'm never right when I pronounce stuff.
Oh my goodness. Well, we know I can't pronounce anything right, so I have little faith that I would say it correctly. Oh my goodness. I remember that just made me remember something. Oh, thumbs up. So yeah. Okay, so we're
Hey,
and trying to throw our arms up again. Man. Excuse me, y'all. There is something wrong with both of us. In case you were wondering.
see, that wasn't really up for debate. Yeah, that yes.
It's like factually accepted. Okay,
I
girl,
got to
I'm gonna hear this out. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
I It's okay. I got to cheat, by the way, because I'm at my computer, so I got to see Panda's Grafkin already.
Ah,
It's
not
very cute.
fair.
Cute.
Ah, that's so fair.
Let me get that.
My laptop's inside. I can't blame it on the yarn. Yeah, yeah.
I just like saying Saskatchewan. I don't know why. We don't. Well, we probably have some fun names around here too. I was gonna say we don't have anything fun.
Kalamazoo. Every time you talk about going to Kalamazoo, I'm like, woohoo!
That's the only way Chris Jericho remembers where I live because he's actually heard of Kalamazoo. So he'll be
Kalamazoo.
like, every time we talk, he goes, "Where in Michigan are you again?" And I'll do the whole like map thing, and then he'll be like, oh, "Okay," and I'll be like, "It's by Kalamazoo," and he'll be like, "Oh yeah, I remember now." So he's wrestled here, so.
That's a fun
Or
name.
there.
That's a fun name. We don't have any fun names that I can think of at all. I mean, no, we don't.
You have a lot of places that are named for like Native American names and stuff. Like a lot.
Hard to pronounce names. Like if you are not like, I don't even know how I know how to say Kalamazoo. Probably back from my advertising days, like because we
There's
did
that.
travel advertising. So I think it's probably because what?
Oh, there's that song, right? Did you ever hear the song for Kalamazoo? I don't know it, but there is a
No,
song.
I'm thinking of another one, but I haven't heard that one. Get a rinky dinky dink. Yep, yep, yep. Now I'm singing that in my head. Oh, the story I want to tell. This is funny. I think it's funny. Y'all can laugh at me. So I'm like 19, 20 years old. I work at this travel advertising place. So it was a publishing company, but they sold this like advertising. And I was helping out the media buyer guy, and I was having to make phone calls for different newspapers, getting updated rates or something like that, whatever it was. So I am calling, and I am calling the Des Moines Record, but I don't know that that's what that is called because I'm 19 or 20. And I ain't never been out of Florida. So I call it the Desmonez record. I was like because I didn't I didn't look at anything, but I wasn't smart about this. I was just boom, 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 boom calling. And so I did not look at anything before I dialed the number. Like I'm just checking off, like I have a list, and I'm checking them off. So I'm dialing the number and then I'm waiting for somebody to answer. And when they do, I am then scanning over to, what paper I'm trying to get the stuff on. And so
Oh,
I like, the Desmonds tried to play it off, and they were like, "Huh?" The media buyer guy, his office was like right outside of mine, and obviously I'm a loud talker. We all know this, and he could hear me, and he'd come popping his head around. He was laughing. He was like, uh, Desmonds. I feel like my pronunciation is much more fancier.
they should consider it. You
I
gotta pitch
killed
it.
Panda. We could probably do a whole episode just based on things that mispronounced at the worst possible time, or questions that I've asked that everybody else in the room was like, I can't believe that just came out of her mouth. Like audible gasps. And I'm like, what? Everybody else was thinking it. I'm just the only one that would say it.
And I'm like the worst kind of pronunciation person because like there'll be something that I know full well I'm not gonna like if I really sat and thought about it, I know full well I'm not gonna pronounce it. But I don't do that. I don't sit and think about it. I just go straight forward and my brain's like, nope, this is how it's pronounced. So like
Mm-hmm.
if I'm in a room of other people who don't know, I could probably convince them that that's what it is because I'm so sure that whatever I'm saying is the right way of
Right?
saying.
That's exactly what gets me in trouble.
Bougie, Iowa.
Tajay. Uh, Bugle, Iowa. Did I say that right? Bogle. Panda says, I gotta say this because the chat doesn't come up for people that watch the replay. Panda says, LOL, Desmonds, who learned you how to spoke? Well, my grandmammy, my grandpappy.
I don't know if you
That
saw the
I
comment.
didn't know learning.
I don't know if you saw the comment where Doneen said, "I live in Regina. People say the city that rhymes with fun."
That's a good one. That's a good one. Oh my goodness, that is a good one.
It was forever
Oh my
before I knew that it was pronounced Regina either, because I thought it was Regina. Or
I'm not even gonna try it because I'm gonna slip up and say it wrong. Now I'm planted it into my brain. It's gonna go very wrong, very, very wrong. I'm gonna be good. It's Heather's channel. I don't want to get her any strikes.
thanks for the consideration.
I wonder if I even have the right yarn out here. I know I have one of them, but there's two colors, and I'm
It
starting to
was
think I don't have the other one. Oh no, y'all are trying to get me to do it. It's gonna slip out like the wrong context and everything. This is how you become a meme. I do not aspire. I do not aspire. I for real don't think I have the blue yarn, the dark blue. What in the world? Sorry, y'all. I got to move my 10,000 drinks that I carried out with me. I do have the blue yarn. Oops. Luckily, that was just the plastic tube that I keep the crochet hook in.
Mm-hmm.
So it's okay.
You and your fancy crochet hooks and your plastic tubes. Me and my gremlins. I just play it anywhere that I want to. So.
Right. Hey, look now. I understand that, and I used them for years, and I loved them, and I've passed them all on. They're all in use currently, in all actuality. But this was like my paycheck. This was like what made it worth spending all that time on those videos. Was to be able to get something like this.
You've gotten like crampy hands though, and issues with your hands though, right? With
Yeah,
it. Yeah.
I do. That's why I tried the furls hooks, but I went with Odyssey, and that's where I think I went wrong because the Odyssey being weighted and then me with the way that I crochet and my specific issues, it was awful for me. It actually caused more pain. But these
And
are
see, like
pretty
obviously are the ones that I like out of the frills line.
light.
Like I still prefer my Susan Bates. Do not get me wrong. Me and my cheap gremlin hook. I will probably
Right, but
forever.
you hold like the way you hold, you're a knife hold.
Am
So kind of, kind of. I mean,
I? Am I? I mean, I'm definitely not a. I definitely don't do that. But
I
am I?
mean, hold your hook up where I can see.
Okay, so like if I were crocheting, let me get in the mode. This is where.
Sorry, I was reading Panda the Hogwarts issue. Okay, so you're like a altered pencil grip. This is pencil. How you hold a pen?
Well, I'll have to pretend this is a pen. This is actually not a Susan Bates hook.
Right, like how I'm holding my crochet hook. That is pencil hold.
Right. And
That is
then if
not
I with a
with
knife,
your holding.
I guess if I was cutting with a knife, it would be like this. So like
Uh huh.
that's closer to what. Yeah, knife closer to what I do. Yeah.
Right. It's altered. It's got its own Heather pizzazz.
MDL hold his yarn like that.
Oh, fancy with your pinkies. See, I can't like it. I don't know if you can see when I try to do that, my joints pop. Like I'm not doing that on purpose, but they pop out.
Mhm.
Like it's not a smooth move for me to try to bend my finger like they're straight, and then when I do the bend, it's actually like popping. I can feel it. You probably can't see it. I'm like, look at it.
I'm like, look at my finger.
Just look at it.
You see it? Hi,
Whatever.
Bridget. What a great conversation to come into.
Hello, Bridget. You came in at a weird time.
Imagine joining live and just people, look at my finger.
For 20 minutes. Like if I'm just trying to move my pinky, it only pops with the one. But to actually grip with that would be impossible for me. I couldn't do it. It looks so cool. Like I love how that looks. I really do. Like I want to do it.
Like, yeah, and I was gonna say it doesn't even really grip it because it just feels like it goes through the hole that I make with my finger. But
Uh-huh.
I guess it does. I guess that's what puts because you can see it pulls tight there and then it's still loose there. So I am holding it.
Right. It's kind of like just looped in there. My fingers are too fat. It closes off.
I got them piano fingers.
Right. Mine are short little.
And I was like, okay, yeah, piano.
Excuse me, y'all. All right. Welcome to another episode where Courtney pretends to crochet and Heather gets stuff done.
Yeah, with all my today it's single crochet. So with all my single crochet awesomeness.
See, I feed my yarn up and wrap it around my finger and stuff. And just depending on how much tension I need is the number of wraps I'll do. But even if I don't have it over anything else, I have it when I grab my yarn to work with it, I have it like through my hand like that. And I wrap it at least one time.
So you put
And
it
that time,
over your pointer finger?
yeah, index, pointer, whatever. This isn't biology class or whatever that would be.
Well, I wasn't trying to correct you. I'm sorry. I was just having
No, I know you were. I know you were. I'm like, I just don't know. Yeah.
Like, my finger still does this. I was just gonna say I'm gonna try to crochet. My little finger still does this. Oh no, I could never do this. Oh no.
I equate I equate that to like the people that when they hold their wine, they always have their pinky out and they're like, la 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 la. I've seen them at parties. That's y'all are like just pinky gripped.
Yes, same, Michael. I can't just.
Uh, I have some of those and I am not liking them. The little tension rings. I'm not crazy. Maybe it's just the type that I got, but I'll have to show them and like show y'all like what it's not like it feeds the yarn, but it's not getting any tension. So I still have to wrap it. So I just have this extra thing for nothing, basically, to feel fancy with the,
I don't
yarn
know if
going.
you met me or Courtney, Christina, but if you met me, thank you. She says she likes the way you crochet.
Of course, she's talking to you. You're the only one crocheting on camera. I'm still pretending.
You were showing us at the time how you hold your yarn.
All right, I'm really, really gonna join on and do something. Yeah.
Hold out your pinky while you crochet and talk about Desmond as Bougie Fox.
I think I can do that for you. Which pinky though?
See,
You
and I
know, if
can't do.
it's in Louisiana, that might have been the right pronunciation.
It depends on the dialect. That's what you should have told the guy when he came into your office. I was using a different dialect. You're not used to my dialect.
Yeah. I was just like mortified. But I was like, well, if I could do both, that would just be epic. Panda's trying to make me throw gang signs on YouTube. Panda, you kidding me? Look, man, some areas of the place that I used to live in, that would have just gotten me in trouble.
I think I'm just.
I'm doing one pinky only. Yes, not Fiber Fox, Gangster Fox. Trying to make my felony Melanie come out right here on camera.
How many melons?
Some people live in the woods for fun. Other people are on the run. Let's play Which Am I? I'm just kidding. I'm North Side represent. Okay, I got to tell you. Heather's like, oh no, this conversation's taking a terrible turn.
I'm just over here going, how can I work in Appalachia?
Well, that's where people go on the run at all the time. I saw
Perfect.
another video about that. People are they do. There's I think that you might actually have more to worry about as far as people up there than anything else. I think there is other stuff up there.
Like it wasn't the app. I'm gonna say it wrong. I know. It wasn't the Appalachians the place that had the where there was like basically the serial killer that was going along the trail. Was it those mountains?
Yeah, there's been several of those actually, and there's just another guy that I just seen in 2020 or 2021 time frame that was just up there just randomly stalking people and stuff.
That's
And
scary.
attacking groups of people.
Happy birthday, Kay.
Oh, happy birthday! Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Kaylin. Oh, yeah, y'all should put in earplugs. Happy birthday to you.
And hello, Cynthia. Cynthia's joining us from work.
Hello, hello. I hope you have your earbuds in. We cannot guarantee anything is work appropriate. And I'm really crocheting, y'all. 6 days now. Boop, boop. It's coming up before you know it. Then yours. Then mine.
That's
Then
true.
someone else. Yeah, the 18th. Are you doing anything special on your channel to celebrate? Panda came in with the and many more part. Yeah, I left that out. And many more too, Kaylin. Look, I've got half of a row done, y'all. We've been on
Woo!
here for 34 minutes. And I'm just getting started. Typical. Typical, typical. Did you read Vanda's message?
I did.
It's hilarious. That's right. Represent.
It's kind of funny because I was like, at first I was like, oh no, this is my channel. We're on the witchy channel today. And then I thought about it and I was like, you realize we've done more spooky talk, witchy talk, and like 80s talk on your channel than on mine. That's
Yeah.
like my like niche right there. Heather's channel has moved to Courtney's lives.
Mhm. Thug Life Barbie is perfect. Oh, excuse me, y'all. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we have. How does that happen?
Your
I don't
your
know. But you brought up 80s. Sorry. Update. Okay. I checked on Water's Edge Campground, the New Kids on the Block campground. I checked on it, guys. It's not open yet because there's only the 3 cabins that we saw in the show. If you watched the show, as I did, they got completed. And so the other, I believe it's 13 cabins or it's 12 cabins, probably 12 because everybody hates the number 13. So the other cabins, though, they're not done yet and they're going to open after those are done. So, wah, wah, wah. No rates available or anything because I was like, let me get the down low because I also sent Heather a game idea TikTok video. Heather, would you like to tell them?
That's all you.
Heather's already dead. So to get into the right stuff gear for our like scary hide and seek tag game, like we're gonna have a seeker slash killer, and then all of the rest of us will be, the victims that they're coming for. But mandatory, everybody will have to be in their very best windbreaker suit. Everyone, killer, all of the victims, everybody, as we run through the woods at night. And
Killer get the advantage and not have to be in it.
no, we want everybody to be in it so you don't know who is coming for you, because the other part of this game, like, yes, like Camp Crystal Lake in windbreakers. So we're definitely doing this in the fall time frame. So hopefully by next year fall they'll have the camp open, and they'll allow us to come out and run around their property like idiots in the dark.
I mean, we're basically doing free advertising for them. They should think about that.
Right. Right.
Jordan, Joey, Donnie, listen up. John, Danny, listen up,
They could
guys.
come play. They could come play. They could come play. Like, they could take turns being the killer or whatever. But here's the thing on the game, like there should be like a horn or something that goes off like every 10 minutes where everybody has to move around again. So everybody's gonna be like, but you won't know the killer or just somebody else.
Panda said you got all these fools running around in tracksuits looking like the Golden Girls at Camp Crystal Lake.
Yes. Like a bunch of plastic bags. I'm seeing us running through the woods in my head. Uh, I think it's brilliant. Oh, it'd be so much fun.
Oh my gosh. I literally laughed.
Yes.
Oh,
You're right. The friction will give you away. Like, I'm just going to freeze. I'm going to run through the woods, find a tree, and just like freeze. And you'll hear.
oh my gosh.
It'll be awesome. We'll have so much fun. We can make it like just the perfect event.
You can keep talking to the kids into staying around for it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'm sure they'll really want to be a part of that.
Yeah, same for me. And that'll just be part of it. We'll have to have us do a waiver in case there's any spontaneous fires started by friction. Oh, I mean, if you get a camo tracksuit, that's fine. It's or one of those ghillie suits or whatever they're gully suit. I don't know what they're called. The things that they put on that they look like a big old fuzzy thing for hunting, and they
I
look
think
like
it's
a pile of leaves, or like Harry in the hide in the jungle. As long as it makes noise, though. We need to, but again, people will be able to identify you. So if you're not the killer, then they'll know not to run. And the whole idea is for us to be on the edge of our seats the entire time. We want to be terrified the whole time. Except when we're not really terrified, unless we just really don't want to lose. Then I guess that would be terrifying. I think it'd be fun. Is
oh my.
anybody able to see the stars right now? Because there's a meteor shower happening. If you can, look outside to
I'm
the
gonna
north.
I'm gonna go check them out with Maverick after the live.
Yeah,
If
it's gonna
there's
be going on for a long time. I can't see anything right where I'm at because of the trees. And I was gonna get out in the middle of the yard, but then I got really scared because it's so dark out there, and so I got scared. And so I was like, never mind. Girl, yes, everything that is hideous is coming back. The young kids love that kind of stuff, and they also hit up. Yeah, I was gonna say there's a lot of people who love vintage, so like thrift stores. Like, believe me, you can find them in all kinds of patterns. Money signs, anchors, chains, these weird. My mom has this red and gold one, and it's like anchors and chains, or maybe it's just chains, and I just imagine that there's anchors in there to make it make more sense. Definitely chains, different chains. Oh, Starlinks. Ugh, all the Starlinks are falling in a meteor shower. Just kidding. That was a joke. Heather's like, damn, Courtney. Are you getting any flashing on your screen, like warning stuff where they're gonna? You
not
should keep
yet.
an eye. Well, I'm under a roof right now, so I can't see anything at all. North is behind me. Obviously, with the curtain, I can't see anything. But afterward, And I think it's supposed to go on tomorrow too.
See, we
So,
got clear skies for once, at least according to my weather.
oh,
Maybe
nice.
something. Usually it's like, oh, the greatest meteor shower ever, or the aurora borealis. Like, I'm so excited for the northern lights every single time they say we're going to see them. And it's like, oh, 100% cloud coverage and raining.
Yeah.
Thank you, Michigan. Yeah.
Panda's gonna see the back of his eyelids. I don't blame you. It is very late. We got a late start. Oh no, yeah, I used to be in the city too. That's the one thing that when I got out here, I was like, when I started camping out here, I looked up, I was like, oh my goodness. And then I went to bed the first night I was up here, and my husband got up for something, and he happened to look out the door, and he saw all the fireflies, and they were like surrounding the camper that I was in. And so he woke me up to have me look out the window by the bed to see the fireflies, and I was like, what? It was a big deal. Those two things are my favorite things about up here. Like, I actually wanted this roof to be clear. Like, I really didn't want to, like, I hate the sun for my skin and it burns me, but I like to be able to, like, sit on the deck where I feel safer and look up. And when there was no
Mm.
roof, obviously you could do that, but now got metal up there instead of clear. Oh, I
Oh,
could totally do that. I'll tell them whatever you want me to tell them. There's an emergency um camp meeting. You're part of the planning crew, planning committee. It's a committee. We have a committee. There's a committee here right now. It's an emergency meeting because the camp isn't open yet, and we're really upset. And we had to talk about it. But they need to pay you also, for sure, double actually, because of pain and suffering. Oh, safety measures. People pay attention to those.
yeah, the tracksuits are out then.
I mean, they're kind of pricey, but we definitely should have them. But we are doing it by a lake, so we could jump into the lake. We're not going to be able to do any tiki torch night though because of the amount of hairspray and depth gel and stuff that we're all going to have during the camp. Like, we are going to be completely flammable, every single one of us. So
Right.
I don't know how we're going to do campfires. I really want to do s'mores, and it's like it's not. It's a lot of temptation to have a whole entire pack of graham crackers, chocolate bars, and only two people. I don't do that up here because we'll eat all of them. I need more people so that we can pass them out.
Come here. Come here. No, you're not having it. Okay. Thought I was gonna get puppy distracted. Sorry, but no, he doesn't want to come say hi. Oh wait.
Yes, if you will have a disclaimer, everybody will have to sign the waiver. If you spontaneously combust, you have to run to the lake. Hello. He's like,
Yeah.
I hate that lake. You're off the screen.
Oh, he said bye.
He's not a fan. He does not like me. I don't know why. I think it's because he can't hug me or anything.
That's
Maybe it's because he's jealous. I don't know.
friendly. So
Girl, that's what wigs are for. What are you talking about? We're coming with gear, okay? Like,
just have to
y'all ever
style your
dress
meetings, Ignite.
up when you were a kid? If you played dress up when you were a kid, we're about to put that on steroids. We're gonna come with wigs. We're gonna have all kinds of gear. Everyone will be able to be someone at some point. Hopefully I stopped it from going to dark mode. And hi, gal. Is that VX gal? My eyes are tired. Or is it Texas gal? That's what it is. Sorry. My eyes are tired. It's something. I'm so sorry.
That was my wave. I was like, I don't want to interrupt, but hi.
Sorry, I talked too much, y'all. I'm sorry.
Fine.
I'm going to shut up now. Finish one row. At least I can feel accomplished. Heather, what are you doing? Heather's
What am I
crocheting.
doing? Huh?
You want a girly girl? I wasn't either. I was a tomboy and then I became a girly girl later. But that's okay. It's dress up. You don't have to dress up like that. Dress up like whatever you want. You're just going to be in a tracksuit at some point. I will talk you into it. Okay, my eyes are so tired. BX gal. Oh, hello. Okay, okay. Sorry. I'm doing great. How are you doing? And I'm working on a sweater. So I have this big old piece, and I'm on one half of the top of the sweater. That's what I'm working on. Heather, your turn.
I am working on my summer Ween Granny Squares blanket, and I'm finally got it the size that it's going to be, so I'm putting the border on it now with the leftover colors.
Nice. I like the black. It's really setting it off, I think.
It made it pop. I was kind of like, well, it wasn't in the rest of the blanket, but it made it pop, I think.
That's what I think too. It made it pop.
And it's going to get rid of some more black yarn, so.
Yeah, little girls do that for sure. All of a sudden, you're like, I like hair bows because I want to put them in my kids' hair.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. All right. Bye, Panda.
Hi, Panda. You rock too.
You rock. Yes, you rock. We love you coming in. Thank you so much. I'm glad you enjoyed it. We'll see you next time. Hopefully Thursday on my channel.
No more hurricanes or
Right.
tropical storms or.
Yeah, I mean, it hit us as a hurricane, but it wasn't that bad. I think the woods kind of helped me in a lot of ways, and the way it's like the way we're cut in, it kind of breaks up a lot of the wind. We got a bunch of limbs that were like rotted limbs up high that fell. The worst of it was just all the rain because we got so many inches and inches and inches.
Yeah. And oh, Michael said he always enjoys the live since he showed him. So,
Thank
oh,
you. Thank you so much. You're making us blush. You can tell, see? Can't tell on me because I got good lighting like that to hide stuff.
I'll wait till my sleeping pill settles in.
Right? Need one of those. The backyard, lake in the backyard, that would have made me so nervous because of where I lived as a kid. We had a river down the road that was like walking distance. We weren't supposed to go down there, but you know how kids are, you do stuff like that. And when I think back now, because we were going trying to see manatees, and we were totally trespassing too, by the way.
But for manatees, I mean, it's understandable.
But we were in the swampy part, like it was off of the river, so it was like this thing that come up like a little canal or whatever. Well, what's in a canal? Come on, alligators. And it wasn't really deep, and it, oh, so dangerous. Like I think back, and I'm like, this is why I have such anxiety because I used to go along with this stuff when I was way too young. Now I think back and I'm like,
It's okay, grumbly puppy.
oh no, Michael, that's not good. I'm sorry. I'm
Oh,
so, yeah, that's the worst when pain's keeping you up. That sucks. Is it like a nerve pain that you're dealing with? They are the worst. You're already exhausting. I ask because my mom has like had problems like after surgeries and stuff with the nerve pain, and there's like just about nothing you can do. Like sometimes it's apparently the worst. She had all her kids natural, and she's like, I'd rather have a baby. I'd rather have a baby like right now. It's pretty bad. And like once it flares up, it flares up. I hear something in the woods. I'm not saying that just to say it.
ooh,
Yeah, yeah. Damn, that's bad.
oh.
Yeah. It's that nerve pain, man. Like it's awful. It is awful. So but obviously can't like block off the nerves on both legs at the same time. So you basically have to suffer half the like with the other half of the pain. So that sounds awful. Yeah, for real. Fibromyalgia is another one, and then neuropathy. Yeah, I mean it's like they can't seem to figure it out. Like there are some theories out there, but I won't get into all that. Like I'll save that for my channel. I have some research that I've done, but it's all hippy dippy stuff, so it's not like medically approved. It's all earth type stuff. But again, like no cure all or anything, but there are some things that I've heard can help. I don't know. I can't try it if I don't have it. You know what I mean? I
Mhm.
feel for y'all though, like big time. It is. That's super tough. Why are the birds flying around? Why are the birds flying around? Bird, like a songbird flying. That's not normal.
You good? You think you're
I
good?
don't know. Something made it come out of wherever it was sleeping. They don't fly around at night. They go to bed at night like songbirds.
Mhm.
Not a bird of prey flying around. It chirped though, and that's what got my attention. See, they warned me about stuff. That's how I saw the bobcat that was up here. Is the wild songbirds started making an alarm call. I was texting my husband. I was on the front porch. I just come up here, and I literally was leaned over, and I just texted him, and then I heard the bird alerting, and I literally looked up because I was like, "What's up?" And there it was. It was like right there, and I was like, "So that's making me nervous." It could be that cat that I told you that I saw right before the hurricane.
Just gonna ask. I was like, speaking of cats, have you seen your little cat?
Finally, excuse me, y'all. Finally, was it last night? Yeah, Saturday night. Saturday night. We saw it. It walked out like past where we were on the front porch. It walked out where we got a good look at it and it looks fine.
Oh, good.
I've been putting out food, but it won't come up. Like I cannot have the food out further because it gets wet. Because we're still having like random rainstorms and stuff. So I have it further up, but I have to be inside, like nowhere to be seen before it'll come up and eat the food.
Oh.
I'm hoping, like with time, maybe if it can stay alive, that
Especially
it'll
living
like start
farm.
trusting me.
I mean, she's pretty tough.
Yeah. So maybe it's that. Maybe it's over there and just scared the bird. I'm listening. Yeah, I've been having a problem with that. Cats getting dumped on the dirt road and they find their way to me. Oh, you've heard some stuff that helps, but it's not legal in the state. Yay, Florida. If you know, you know. It's definitely one thing that they allow, and it does help my mom. Kind of wish my truck wasn't parked where it is right now. My dumb butt. I can't see anything. That's probably what it is, though, is the house cat.
I hope so.
I could use this if it's like, but
It's
I'll
cool.
just end up breaking a hook and it won't save me. I don't think it would though, because it shouldn't. It shouldn't do that because I'm not threatening it, and it's got plenty of like natural prey out here, so
Mhm.
nothing's like hurting for food. That bird is flying around.
Night, Christina.
Good night, Christina. Can you hear the bird chirping? Of course, I shut up and it stops doing it. It sounds like it's above me in the tree or something. Like there's a couple places it could be. If it flies around again, though, I'm gonna get up and move.
Okay. I'm like just staying quiet and listening for you now. I'm like,
I thought I smelled a snake earlier. Um, like
no,
not smelled like one that musks. You know how some snakes musk, like as a warning. Okay, well, some snakes musk. put off a strong odor. It's flying around. The bird's flying around. It sounds like it could be a finch. There could be a snake underneath the porch. And there's a family of finches that lives underneath there, and that could be making it, it could be underneath there trying to get them. So, like, the reason why it would musk is, like, if it realizes that I'm moving or talking or whatever, and it's crawling by, it could feel, like, stressed, like it thinks that, I could possibly hurt it or whatever. And I've had them before, like, musk underneath the porch, and we can smell them.
Just threw it around into
Believe me, there's been some nights where I have went running. But, like, I don't want to act a fool on camera. I always hurt myself when I overreact and run. And it's usually for nothing. But the snake will make that, like, and they're just, like, letting me know that they're around. As long as it's not a copperhead or as long as it stays off of the porch, we're fine. But that could cause it to musk because I'm stressing it out because I'm out here. And then the birds could be fleeing, and I hear one that was on my truck. Because my truck's basically between me and the woods. So I'm hearing them, and they're small, and it's dark, so I just hear them when they chirp. I recognize their chirp.
Hmm.
So that's probably what it is.
So you don't think it's probably one of the like Appalachian monsters?
I mean, if it is, I don't know if I'd feel better about that, or depends on which wild animal.
Like maybe not the cat man. Have you heard about that? It's a TikTok thing, like I think, but have you heard about it?
The Catman,
Mhm.
I've heard of it, but not on TikTok. I've actually heard of it in like some type of myths and legends type, you know, documentary type show where they're talking about, this
Really?
stuff. Yes.
Well, apparently he's being quite active with TikTokers because people people that I were have been watching, like not like religiously watching, not like certain people, but just scrolling through. Um, they have been catching sight of him, or one girl said he followed her home and has been like basically appearing randomly, like following her as she walks home and stuff.
I
To the
would
point
probably
where
stop walking home.
I'm assuming that's her mode of transportation, but
Yeah. Be like, somebody's got to come pick me up. I cannot do this.
she could
I
hear him
can't
on
pick
her
up here, girl.
night,
I'll get eaten alive.
and her dog. I don't remember if it was a dog or a cat. It was a smaller dog, if it was a dog. So it was a small animal. Anyway, her small pet had like an actual like reaction to wherever she thought she was hearing the noises outside. It was basically like stalking her, like down her porch and stuff at night. And she was doing all these updates from home about
I
it.
mean, I believe it. Like, you can get the attention of the wrong thing or even just an animal. Like, and if they want, they will keep returning and keep checking and trying to figure out how to get in and stuff. Animal and other thing. What do we call them? Goats? They're not really goats.
No, why did the name just fly right out the window for me? They're
Because I asked you. That's why.
they're oh my gosh, like Bigfoot is one and the Loch Ness monster is one. They're somebody smarter than me help me out.
Hey, BX girl, or how do we say it? Tell us next time. Gal, BX gal. Bye. Appreciate you
You know,
coming. Sorry I keep butchering your name. I'm really sorry.
yes, they're cryptids. That's what like folklore things and they're cryptids.
Okay. Okay. That I've heard that before.
Yeah.
I have. So. Yes. I just couldn't think of it. So, yeah, maybe that's what it is out there. I don't think so. Probably that cat. And then, because I did hear something in the woods, but the birds, it's probably the other thing. Or maybe it's Swamp Thing.
Something
there's some
with
crazy
it.
things out there. Look, I saw a beetle that I've never seen before yesterday. Yeah, it was yesterday. And it looked like it had eyes on the back of it. And it's called a click beetle. I believe an eastern click beetle.
Uh-huh.
Like click, because they make a click sound when they use their internal propulsion to catapult themselves away from danger. You've heard
Is
of them
that
before?
what? No, but is that what you think you heard the other night?
It could be. I didn't hear this thing click, and I haven't heard it click, but I seen it crawl up my post, you know, and it wouldn't be a far fetched idea to think maybe this thing crawled from the tree and come over. It would match perfectly with like oak bark. Other night, I was out on the porch, y'all, and I distinctly heard. I got this like feeling, and I was like on the door type thing. Like had come out. I'm looking at the everything out here,
Yeah.
and it's
Just imagine Courtney's story if this were a beetle. If this source of this were a beetle. Continue.
it's like in between rainstorms and stuff. So I'm just like kind of like looking to see what I can see, feeling the wind and all that stuff. And then I have like a bad feeling, and I'm already up on the door, and I've got my hand back there by the door handle, and I distinctly hear a tongue click. It is crisp. It's totally silent. Like there's not all the noises and stuff that happen. It's completely silent. And this is the only sound that I hear. I about dislocated my shoulder, my knee, my hip trying to get it. I fit through a space in the door, like this big. I don't even know how. It was just like I completely became a smaller size person fast, like you wouldn't believe. I made this ninja move through the door and had the door slammed and locked and closed. And I'm like, there's something out there clicking. It's tongue at me. So if this beetle will make its noise, because I'd like to hear it in person again, like not just on a video. I'm tracking this beetle all around my garden and on my house and everything, keeping tabs on him as much as I possibly can because I want to know if he was clicking at me or something was about to eat him and he clicked and like propulsed himself away. And that is what I heard because it seriously felt and sounded like something was like right at a tree, 6 feet from me, leaning out, clicking at me, like to get my attention. And I was like,
Meanwhile, this poor beetle was like, this crazy lady, get away from me.
right. And this is like a 2-inch long beetle. It's a big beetle. It's big. And it has eyes on its back. So it's kind of cool looking. I got pictures. I'll send them to you. I,
Like
like any
different,
smart person,
huh?
tend to go right directly up to anything that I see that I have no idea what it is and get right up on it and take a real good close picture. Right, right. And there are so many sounds out here, Michael, that I have never been able to figure out the source of the sound that I'm hearing, the animal that goes with it. I will look up stuff and look up stuff and look up stuff, and I'm like, what is it? Can't find it. But this is a possible, like, I can believe that there's like, this is like things may have passed through here or happened here, and there could be imprints of things here clicking at me to get my attention. I can believe that. I am one of those kooky people. But I still also want to make sure I rule out the like, okay, you live in the woods, what things could, and I just happen to see this thing. So I kind of think I was like, oh, dang. Like I was totally scared of it, but it was kind of cooler when I thought it might be.
Cooler when it had ninja diving through a doorway, right?
Right? I don't know how I did it, but I mean, I made a move. Like I didn't even ever take my eyes off the direction. I don't know how my head didn't go with my body. I mean, I went through that door and had the door closed. It was some Matrix stuff happened, okay? Because I was terrified. Terrified. Thankfully, I didn't need to go to the bathroom or anything because it just would have all went so badly. I was that scared. It was like now I'm like, what an idiot. It was beetles. Oh,
We both, ooh, dying Advent.
yeah. She had me at dyeing yarn.
You know I'm a sucker for Advent too. I'm like, what?
Heather, be good, but you can be a little bad. It's almost your birthday.
I still haven't
Y'all,
sprung for that yarn that I wanted to get for my birthday.
the Hobie.
Yeah.
I
Yep.
want to ask you which ones because I went the other day and looked at their Halloween yarn just because I'm nosy and I just wanted to see. And I wanted to know which one was the new one. I'm like, the one that says limited edition. Is
Oh, it's
that
the
the
one,
one?
the twisted cake that looks like the cinnamon swirl cake.
Okay, yeah. That
We'll
might have been
find it.
the limited edition one. There was a couple that were super pretty.
Horizon Halloween limited edition. I have literally got my cart on a page on my computer open.
I thought it was the limited edition ones. I'm like, oh, it's a marketing ploy. It'll be there next year, I bet. But if you love it, I
And
try to be supportive, but I'm also a terrible enabler, guys.
you'll be disappointed in me because I did make a really small Joann's purchase.
I'm not disappointed. I'm not disappointed. I was looking on there. I was like, ooh, ooh.
I saw they pulled out their Halloween stuff, and like I have their yarn still from last year. Like I'm working through a lot of my yarns so that I can just like have and love and start working with all of the yarns that like I'm coveting so much, which is a lot of Halloween yarns for me. But so I still have them. I did not order any because if I was gonna order them, I would have ordered them like oh I'm gonna get two of each color, and they didn't have two of the three colors. They only had one. So I said no, I'm gonna be good. But they put out other Halloween accessories for yarn.
Oh,
Like a
for
big
yarn.
one that about is the yarn bowls. They have a skull yarn bowl. They have a black cat yarn bowl. But they have other things that I may or may not have purchased.
Oh, I was gonna say if you wait until after it's Halloween is over, it goes on clearance.
I, I know. But there are some things that I have to have. And if they're gone, I'm going to be sad.
Hey, look, look, look. Okay, so first of all, Bridget's doing the yarn the fiber because she's spinning, and which is awesome. I really need to look at your stuff. I need to go find your yarn videos because I don't think I've seen any of your new spinning stuff, Bridget. And then Michael is saying that Joanne sent him 10 each of their Halloween collection for his birthday.
That's very cool. Congratulations.
Yes. He's like, I paid for it, but no, I'm just kidding. It was a
I was
gift.
Send me some too pretty soon, but I'm paying for it.
It still
No, that is
counts.
pretty cool. That is really cool.
No, that is super cool. That is super cool.
Well, when I was getting mine, I was determined. You know that there are like what 3 or 4 colors of that new variegated yarn. It's not new anymore, but it was new like when a month or two ago that I was absolutely coveting. I wanted it so bad, and I said, you know what? If I'm gonna get this Halloween stuff, these are on sale. I'm just gonna get some. So I put some in my cart, and I'm that person that puts stuff in your cart and then the next day buys it after she has a chance to think about what she's doing, I guess. But, like sometimes I
Right.
am.
Good. That's
That
good.
happened these days, and all but one of the colors was sold out when I went to buy it.
That happens to me when I used to do that all the dang time. I was like, no. I'm like, I need to think about it. Do I really need it? Do I really want it? Welcome
Michael,
to the
that's
cut doormat. It sounds so cute. I haven't seen any of those. I never go to Joann's, but they send me text messages telling me I should go to them and that they have sales. And sometimes I go on the website, but I didn't even think to look at their Halloween stuff. I have to do that. I know yesterday I we went out to eat for my mom's birthday with my siblings. We met up.
uh-huh.
And so after we got done with that, it just so happened that of course I was near a Michael's.
Lucky you.
So obviously, since it's so far away now, I had to go by there. I actually wanted
Obviously.
a yarn caddy thing. Like I was looking for something to set a cone of yarn on so that it'll spin freely rather than me having to like take the yarn off because I'm using that cone yarn on my tutorial and
Oh,
I'm having off camera crochet to do and I'm lugging around this cone and it's kind of like a little weird to, deal with it. So that's what I went in and looked at. I didn't buy it. I just went and looked at it. I think my cone would tip it over like what they had. I'm like, that won't work for what I'm needing. You're sort of sponsored by them. Very nice. Not officially, but still. Doesn't matter. They're sending you free yarn.
yeah, that's very cool.
Nice. You're getting it like way in advance. Insider. Nice. I see that sponsored. Not officially, but that's enough for me. Very nice. Yes, they do have really good fabric selection. Michael's, I saw that my Michael's actually got fabric in. I had to walk past that section and I was like, oh, I didn't know Michael's had put fabric in. That's how long it's been. Others like,
Mine
yeah, Courtney, like so last
no,
year.
started like well, maybe last year, but not far into last year. They kind of redid the store. I think they took away some of the yarn for it at my store.
Okay, because I did feel like the yarn section was a little bit smaller. When I was looking, because obviously I was in there, I looked.
I'd be disappointed in you if you didn't.
You haven't been in there for years in Michael's? You don't go there either? It's been a minute for me. The other thing I found out, there was a coffee shop, Starbucks, right there, same area.
Uh huh.
And I haven't been there in forever because I have a new place that I like. But I wanted a coffee for the ride home, so I stopped there. And I did the online order where you go in and pick it at the counter, pick it up. So I was like, I'm going to use the bathroom real quick. I walk over to the door and there's like a keypad thing on there. And I was like, well, I'll just, I just grabbed the door handle anyway, but then the door wouldn't open. And the thing said that it was vacant. So I knew I wasn't like, And so I walked back to the counter and I said, "Do you need a code to get into the bathroom?" And he's like, "Yes." And then he gave me the code. I was like, "Oh, whoa, things have really changed." Didn't know that. Oh, yours is small and doesn't have the fabric or a very good yarn section. That's Walmart's ruined theirs, in my opinion. I do. I feel very like I don't go to Walmart often either, so it's a huge like is the overnight change to me, like massively to walk in there. Like the
Uh-huh.
one filmed when I first started, I filmed my Walmart that was close to my house, and I thought it was like the best yarn section that I'd ever seen in a Walmart, and many people agreed.
Yeah,
It
I used
was.
to get like that with my Walmart too.
It's all gone. It's all gone now. Like there's hardly nothing there. I was like,
Ours went
you
down to
know,
one wall, like one side of one wall, and
yeah,
it has
like they
notions and crochet hooks and stuff too. So it's like half a wall.
mine very, very, very little. When I was trying to get the stuff for like knitting, like normal notions that you know would be like regular everywhere, they didn't have any of it. Yeah, I got to work through my stash too. I'm doing the same thing. So I'm gonna be going. All right. So this is like super hippy dippy. Sorry, y'all, but I gotta tell y'all. Wool and linen are the best fibers to wear on your body because of the way that they like the frequency that they are on. So they're on a 5,000 hertz frequency, both of them, but in opposite directions. So you don't mix them together because they will cancel each other out. But they each have a good season, you know, like linen for warmer months, wool for the colder, obviously. So it's easy to not mix them, but they actually are really good for us to wear as opposed to like cotton that's like under 100 hertz and stuff that actually doesn't do anything for us. And then there's other ones that can actually like impact us negatively if you believe that like, you know, vibrations and energies and stuff affect our bodies and how they feel. So I was like so stoked because I'm trying to figure out like what I'm going to switch to. Like I know I can do wool because I'm not allergic to it, and I have an affordable source for wool that I like. I was trying to figure out what would be the other thing because obviously wool here in the South is not going to work in summer. You know, I'd be like dying. So I was looking, trying to like research like what I should choose, and linen is the other way I'm going to go, and I'll be all like wool and linen.
So fancy.
Yeah, sometimes I think the yarn makes me have headaches sometimes. Like some of the yarn, I don't know if it's the dye or what, but like since sleeping next to it for real, because I'm so close to it and then like right by it, you know, I feel like it's not that good.
I think I'm gonna be the opposite end of the spectrum. I'm gonna be sticking with my big box store probably.
Yeah,
A,
absolutely. Go ahead. Like I totally get it. Believe me. It's not like I'm pulling this stuff out of the house and throwing it away.
don't get me
I'm
wrong.
like,
I like the same kind of yarns you guys are talking about. I like them. I'm not saying like, oh my god, I would never. But yeah, I love acrylic and stuff. I love working with it.
that's
So
the acrylic right here. Like I love it too. Like that's all I use, but I just want to get more like natural with it is all.
you think I would want to? I don't know. Like I'm a little torn because like somebody made a really good point about like obviously there was the ongoing, it's not natural fibers, it's not gonna break down, it's not gonna, but on the opposite end of the argument, yes, it's not going to break down, so it's going to be there forever. So if your blanket's not in the landfill,
Right.
well, I mean, like it sounds funny, like I'm being silly, but like really, if it's not, I guess like that's a good point to use the acrylic.
Right. And the more issue, like, I think is the process that they go through chemically, like to make it, because all petroleum based, all the plastics and stuff.
Mm.
So it's that part of it. But then the petroleum is a byproduct from, gas and stuff. So like when they're refining things. So it's like at the same time, it's like, well, if we don't use it for these other things, then it builds up and there's a whole bunch of it sitting around. But it
Yeah.
then, like, are we causing there to be more and them to produce more because we're consuming more of it with these plastic products? So there's that whole conundrum. You can go down that rabbit hole, but then my whole thing is just the toxicness of it. Like that's what I'm worried about. Bug in my freaking face. Right. Like, yeah, there's natural ways and there's ways to do it where it's better, but like this, I don't think anybody's worried about whether this is toxic or not at the manufacturing. No hate. Like obviously I'm sitting here, I'm holding, I'm about to use it, you know. Like no judgment, no hate, no nothing. It's where my mind is gone. Like I want to add to that pile myself, but more because I think maybe it's toxic for me. Could be. You never know.
Oh, I
I
like
hear.
that. Spinning the acrylic ends. I also reuse my acrylic ends, like acrylic wool, anything like that, because I don't like to think about that stuff going like I don't like to put anything honestly in the landfill if I can help it. Like I really do try to think about, like your footprint, your carbon footprint, whatever it's called, like your impact.
Right.
So, which I think I showed you. I actually have it here. I'm gonna show it off. I haven't put it in the video yet. But like for my scraps now, well, originally, actually, I can reach this one first. I made this, and this is completely
Yeah.
stuffed. You remember that? That's completely
Yeah.
stuffed with yarn. But I
Yeah.
have so many yarn scraps. I have so many that like that's
Carol,
nothing.
you
Um,
know what I do is all tails. Every
so what
row.
I was doing was using up scraps and tail, or and like scraps because they're stuffed in here, but scraps the bigger balls too. And I made the head of a snake, and
Yeah.
he's held double, and his little body is just gonna go on for like ever. For I don't know, I may have a ginormous snake, I don't know, but yeah. And then all of my yarn scrap ends are stuffed in here, so he's gonna be completely recycled, basically, or whatever. I love
I
him.
never thought about what Michael was it Michael that said that about taking the instead of trashing them, save them. So you have a
That's
lot and use a carding board and
hmm
shred it all back into fluff and then respin it into new yarn for your yarn scraps, like acrylic,
hmm
ends. That is I've never thought about that. That's super cool. I like that.
to
I
do
love
that. I
that.
would love to see some of that one day when we start our spinning adventure.
Right. I agree with
And
the use whatever you can afford and whatever feels nice to work with.
comment on
I
that. I was
agree.
gonna say that's my style too, Rachel.
I'm a long way off because that's what I have a pile of is, what I can afford. Like, and to think about switching over, like, it'll take me a long time to build up because I'm one of those I need to have like all the colors to choose from so I can go in because I design with color. Like, that's a big
Mhm.
part of my design process. And so I need a bunch of color. So I'm not gonna be able to go get that all at once. It's gonna be like a little bit over time. I thought too, I could grow a field of flax. I'm not successfully grown anything, but it's basically like really tall grass. So I feel like I can do that. And then I saw there's a woman that still has like a shirt from her grandfather that was made at their family mill, and they grow the flax and then they turn it into linen. So it's 100% flax linen. And so the long strands, I take the flax seeds off, I guess. The what's
Mhm.
left of the plant, that part, all the bushy stuff, is what they like do on the carding machine, and they like brush it out and turn it into individual strands, and then they like Dave did. He had a like a shirt, like the white shirt, like pullover shirt that men in like the 1800s would have worn.
Uh-huh.
One of those styles, so no buttons necessarily, but just like so they made like fabric with the flax linen that they made at their farm. That makes sense. And I thought that was so cool. I was like, oh, but I'm not like really like think about it. I'm gonna get out there and get like one row up and like I'm gonna be like, oh, I can't do this. It's too hard. There's a bug. I almost drank a bug. Yes, I have to have them. That's why I do that. I don't hate on yarn walls. I love them. I
Yeah,
love
me.
yarn walls.
I'm a big
I
fan.
love multiple yarn rooms, different yarn moods. I love all of that. All the stuff that Ginger's doing right now with her
Yeah,
mom's house and hers. Oh, heaven,
I
heaven.
know.
I love it all. I'm like, oh, let me see all that beautiful yarn. Her
I,
mom's house is like hashtag goals. All
yeah,
them bookcases. Oh my,
I wanted
really.
to forward that video to David. Was at work when I watched it, and I wanted to forward it to him and be like, "You really should consider yourself lucky. Like honestly, you know."
Because this is the level we aspire to.
Yes.
You don't normally show it off. I would be all like, ooh. I
Yeah.
love
If you,
it.
I want to see. I'm there.
Yep. I love a good yarn wall. Love it.
And I love doing scrap blankets for. Well, I mean, that's basically what this is. They were just bigger scraps, but I mean, in general, like small scraps. Like my bed in that second bedroom has got one of my favorite blankets ever. Is it's just all scraps from all
Yeah.
different projects and whatever.
Trying to think because that's what the Farrahan shawl extension is basically comprised of scrap wool that's the same size that I had. So it's like partial balls. Um, and I went through like 4 colors, I think, total. Like it transitions down. It transitions by way of Courtney says it works.
That's fine.
Oh yeah, you got to be careful because you can't show it off before it's supposed to be. Yeah,
Oh yeah,
that
I
would
get that. Yeah.
that would be difficult for me. I would screw that up. I'd be like, "Oops, forgive me, it was an accident." Like if I have a surprise for someone, it's taking me like the longest. I can't talk to them basically. I have to ignore their existence because if I talk to them, I'll be like, "Hey, guess what?" I get so
And
excited.
It is like, I have a surprise for you, and then it won't tell them anything else.
Yeah. And
I want you to know that I do, but I'm not telling
right. So that's how you are. That's you.
you. That's 100% me. I'm that annoying friend. Yep.
Yeah, I spill the beans. Don't ever give me anything. No insider information.
Rachel said she keeps the yarn she doesn't enjoy working with to put them in scrap projects because she feels bad that she doesn't like them.
Yeah. Yeah. That's pretty funny. I could see that. Like you don't I don't want to offend any of these yarns that I have in there. I don't want to offend them that they're acrylic and that's all I use and then I'm wanting to transition towards something else. I don't want them to feel bad, so I'm going to use them all.
Don't listen to her. Acrylic is good. Don't listen to her.
I love that. I love your blanket. Everything. Watch. All my crocheting is going to go terrible from this point on because my yarn's going to like sabotage me because it's all acrylic.
I don't think I could have kept quiet about the rave yarn. Like, I don't think I could have. They would have sent that to me, and I'd be like, "Guess what, everybody? Oh my God, it's 1980s! Look!" I would have been. You know what? Hopefully, Joanne's isn't watching. Just kidding. I'm just kidding about that. Totally sponsor me. I'm just joking.
I'm the one that can't keep. I'm the one that can't keep the secret, Joanne's. I'm the one, and I want nothing to do with you. Sponsor cover. I think I'm
Bridget,
actually going to
forget
complete
about
2
it
rows.
again. She can be trusted with a secret because she'll forget about it.
Yep, and then talk about it.
Or she
Forget that it's
can.
a secret.
She'll forget all about it.
It's okay. That's why I live out here. I can run my mouth all I want because no one can hear me. I can tell all the secrets that I have to the woods. They never
Or
answer back.
yet. They don't answer back yet.
In all actuality, I do not speak to the woods because I'm scared something will attach to me.
Rachel's not a
Make
secret person.
surprises. You ruin the Christmas because you can't wait. Okay, I was able to do that. I was able to wait enough, but it's very hard. Very, very, very hard. And I can't say that I never started early. Like, here's an early present. Here's another early present.
We got one early present for Christmas. Like when I was a kid, we got one, and it still had to be on Christmas Eve, so it wasn't that early.
Yeah, Bridget, I've heard that. I've actually heard that before. That after the heart attack, it can give you problems with your memory. My mom's neighbor had a similar issue after they had a heart attack. Yeah, the mid sentence thing and stuff. Same thing happened to them. And some with when you have surgery on the heart, it can make you like extra emotional. Like afterward, it's a weird effect. Oh my goodness, girl. Goodness. When was that? What year did that happen in? And I'm with you, Michael. Give the gift immediately. I have to. Like, here, take it now. Take it now. Gonna eat me up on the inside. I'm saving this for tomorrow, but Bridget's, I got my yarn bag in that I ordered from Bridget.
Oh.
Oh my god, it's gorgeous. I'm gonna do a video. It rained today, like when I finally had time to get out and the light was good out here to show it because I want the colors and all to be like what they're supposed to be. It started raining, so I couldn't do it, but I am so stoked. 2007. Oh, you had two of them like back to back. They give those time frames, but they don't know.
Right.
And I'm glad that they were super wrong. Like I'm super glad that they were very wrong.
Yeah.
Right? That's my first project bag that I've ever purchased. Like usually my project bags are the grocery store, like reusable bags is what I've used. And then like Antoinette sent me another tote style bag. But I've never bought like a nice like handmade project bag for me, so I got one from her. So never going back, y'all. I'm spoiled now. Watch my videos so I can buy another project bag. Oh, you were away for a second, but you're back. I can see
My
you.
screen went gray, and then it came back and said you're live. It did that last week, or the last time, remember?
Yeah.
And now the timer has started over again.
We're at an
For
hour
me,
and
we've
40
been live
minutes.
for 14 seconds.
Yeah, no. So it like booted you off, but then brings you right back.
Yeah, that's weird.
Oppositionally defiant. Do you have oppositional defiant disorder? Defiance disorder? Oh, baby.
Strong lady, that's for sure.
Yes, girl. And it is. I love it. Like, I love it. I'm not using it yet because I don't want to shove anything in it. I want to show it off. And then I'm immediately going to start. It's out on my counter. I keep like petting it, picking it up, taking it out. Like, I have the loops together because I got the Japanese knot style bag. So I have like the loops together and then I'll just like hold it up and look at it and then I'll take them apart, lay it flat because I don't want it to get wrinkled.
Yeah, it is weird, Michael. I don't know, like I thought it was just a glitch with like my internet or something last week, but now it did it again.
I wonder if we check because I know we say something about it when it happens. Like at some point, we could get a roundabout idea if it's at a certain time frame, like after an hour and 45 minutes, restarts for you. I feel like we were on for a while, and then it like all of a sudden did it. And I'm like, no, we've been on for over an hour, a long time.
Oh, and it did it to you one time. Like our first live, I think it did it to you.
Yeah,
First live was long.
I actually lost power for a second. Like it was a full like what y'all couldn't see on my end. Y'all saw a black screen. I was sitting in the blackest black of the night.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
so not the same.
Everything cut out, but then the backup kicked in. So then the internet came back and the lights came back. So by the time I realized it was popping back on, I had fixed my face because I was like,
maybe my phone just got kind of warm because like I have it charging this time as we're going, so it doesn't just go straight dead. And then it did that thing, the booted me off, booted me back, and now my when you plug your phone in and it says the percentage because it's charging. It's been charging this whole time, but it just did the circle with the percentage in it as though I had just plugged it back in.
Yeah.
So I wonder if it's just getting warm.
Probably did, because you're running the camera, plus you're trying to charge it at the same time.
Yeah.
And Michael marked it in the chat for us. It was 106 minutes this time.
Oh,
We will
thank you.
investigate. We will be investigating this.
It's when Heather's phone is like, no more.
It's a mystery, and I have to solve it. I think that's one of my things. I do love a good mystery, and I like to find a solution.
So you're like Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, I loved that as a kid. Loved that show. Loved it. I let my daughter watch it. It was on Cartoon Network, when she was little.
Mm-hmm.
And she would get kind of spooked out, like scared a little bit, and she would hide by the couch, like by the arm. And when, like, she would get up, like, we'd be sitting there watching it together, and she would just get up and she would go hide and look around. And she would say, like, they're going to solve a mystery, Mama. They're going to solve a mystery.
Come to think of it, I watched a lot of Scooby-Doo when I was a kid, and I kind of wonder if that's where, like, my spookiness stuff started, like, my love with it.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, Scooby-Doo I don't know about the newer Scooby-Doo, because obviously I haven't watched new Scooby-Doo, but, like, when I was a kid, and it was on either the original or, like, reruns from, like, I don't know, the early 80s or whatever, late 70s. Was it late 70s, Scooby-Doo?
Yeah, I think so.
So yeah, it might have been reruns even by then, because it was the old Scooby-Doo that I watched. But like they had like, banshees and ghosts and different types of creepies and stuff. So like
that always ended up
Scooby-Doo.
being a guy in a mask.
Yeah.
They're gonna go solve the mysteries, Mama. Because I'd be like, you want to turn it off? I mean, it was the old one. It was the old school, like original. This is like 2003 on Cartoon Network. So it was the original stuff. And I remember the episode with the banshee and all that. For sure. For sure.
What's the matter, Maverick? He's so bored. You see, I don't know if the camera will, because I have his oh, I bet I'd have to unplug it to get it to go over. No, don't cause an avalanche. Oh, there you can see him peeking. He went and put himself in his like, the door's not shut. He went and put himself in his kennel.
Aw, he's like, I need comfort. I need to go to bed.
Yeah. He's like, Mom, I want to be by her and all, but she won't shut up.
Right. Piper used to do stuff like that, but we don't have a kennel in there. It's too small. So she didn't have the couch is her kennel now.
Oh, if we didn't have the kennel when we were gone, Maverick would eat the house.
Right. No, I totally understand. Someone's always been here with her.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how that works.
So I told David I should just be a stay-at-home mom. Stay at home with Maverick.
Right.
Then we wouldn't have that problem, and he'd never have to go in the kennel.
That's right.
I think it's a good argument.
I think I'm actually going to get 3 whole rows done this night. This wonderful, wonderful night. I think it's getting close to 2:30 in the morning. I have to get up at 6.
Oh, so, yeah. It's 2:25.
We'll end it.
No, I was kidding. Courtney's like,
We'll end it at an official. We'll wait until it hits 2 hours. So we got 6 minutes left.
Okay.
So it'll be even this time. Look at us being even for once. Just
Woo!
like, gotta go right now. Bye, y'all. Have y'all noticed that?
Hey,
I
I
don't know
gave an official goodbye. I'm just saying. When yours
why.
died, I had like 3% left to warn me.
Mhm. I'm gonna try in these next 5 minutes and 30 seconds to get this row done. I definitely believe I should be able to. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh. You know, I may have to place another Joanne's order. I know that's a random thing, but I just figured I would like confess to you now.
Okay.
Have you seen? I had to stop my crochet for this. Even I dropped the crochet. Have you
Me too.
seen the? I know you. No, you pick it back up. You're trying to get your row done. Okay, the Bernat lattice yarn, which has been out. I know that's been out for a while, but they have new colors. And they
Okay.
seem to mostly be all like black with shades of color peeking through.
Okay.
And there's one, I can't remember the name of it. I'll look it up probably as soon as we're done here. But I
Send
want
me a
to say
shot.
it's lava lamp, but I don't think that's true. Um, it's got like red, orange, and purple peeking through the black, if you can imagine that, right?
Uh-huh.
So it's like a sunset.
Uh-huh. So it's like everything that you need in life.
It is.
All
It
rolled
is. It's
into
like a
one.
Halloween sunset, is what it's like.
Okay.
I'm
I'll
just saying. I
allow it.
don't know if it might be fireside. It might be fireside, but it's beautiful. I saw it and I was just like, I've
Yeah.
never ever been propelled to buy this yarn. Like, not that I have anything against it, but I've never been like, oh, I need that because I'm trying to
Right.
be good. But I saw it and I was just like, yeah, yeah, that might be happening.
I mean, I understand. You know, you're doing better than you used to. So it's still
Thank,
progress.
thank you. Like, there's gonna be I knew once the like the fall and wintry yarns came out, I knew there would be like a decline in my progress. But
I knew that this was your weak time of year as well.
plus it's been so summery and warm, and you know me and my like depressive state with all that. So I it makes me feel good, like I just
Retail
got this
therapy,
candle and that literally I didn't even light it. I'm just like, it's
smelling it.
fall, you know.
I have a candle just like that in the window in the kitchen. Same thing. I haven't lit it yet. I just smell it. My niece
This is
made
like
it.
my coveted. I don't know if Bath and Body Works even put these out yet this year, but it's the pumpkin cupcake.
Hmm. Yeah. I don't know because I never go to the mall or Bath and Body Works.
Oh,
But
I found Bath and Body Works online, so it doesn't like the mall doesn't matter to me anymore. I don't have to be by people, and I can get good smelling candles.
right.
I'm gonna have to check out that Granny Square yarn, the new stuff, because I figured out how I can do it. Did I ever show you that, by the way? That I got the squares figured out? I got it to Granny Square.
No, no, you didn't show me that. You showed me the struggle, but you didn't show me that looks good. That looks good. So is
This
it
was
just a
such a
tension?
stretch for me. What's that?
Is it just a tension thing with that yarn? Is that what you?
It's gotta be. It's gotta be because like, and you know me and like my little OCD tendencies and stuff. Like, I mean, this is about as much as I'm allowing for. I could not like where people have had it where the red might be like up here or it might start some orange down. I could not do that. So like That's why you saw so much of my struggle. I could not do it. I had to rip it out every time. But I
Right.
normally use an H hook, so that's what, a 5mm. And I had to keep going and go. I went up to, this is the one I've been using with it, if you can believe it or not.
It's a
And this
7mm.
is it's a 7mm.
Yeah, I have that same one in the house. The 7mm clover.
That's what I had to use to get this to work out. So
With your tension. So
yeah.
everybody's is going to be different. It could be literally any crochet hook. Watch.
Yeah.
I probably
I heard
would.
somebody in one video, I don't remember who it was, but they were like, well, you shouldn't need more than a K hook. Well, obviously, you might need more than a K hook.
Defend. Let me tell you something. Through doing the channel, I have learned that I must be like medium to loose on my stitch work, compared to other people. Like, y'all are crocheting like your life depends on it. It's like so tightly. Like, I don't know how things don't just stand up. We set up down.
I am a pretty tight crocheter.
That's what it is. A lot of people are.
Yeah.
I think I'm loose. I think I'm kind of on the loose side. If the shoe fits.
I am. I was like,
Oh my gosh. You stuck around for 2 hours and 1 minute and about 30 something seconds. Okay, bye. Gotta go.
I had to start talking about different yarns. I'm like, hey.
Oh man.
Maverick's just back here like, Mom, shut up and make me some dinner, would you?
Right? I get it. Well, I will let all you beautiful, beautiful people go for the night. I truly, truly, truly appreciate you all for coming. I know Heather does too. And Pam
too, yes.
is too tight. Needle squeaks. Yes.
I've never had that happen yet, I don't think, but
Exactly what you're talking about.
with metal hooks? Or
You can get that. You can get a squeak out of any hook. Any hook. If you're crocheting
really?
too tight. Yes. Yes. Any of them.
Yeah, I don't
Metal,
think I've had it
wood,
happen yet.
plastic. Like some of these people, they're crocheting like their life depends on it. The poor hands must hurt. They must really hurt. Okay, good night. Good night, everybody.
Right. Yes, good night. We love you guys.
Bye.
I'm going to do it.
Okay.
I'm actually going to hit it. Bye, guys.